Novak Djokovic appeared to set a time limit on his professional career as he collected his record seventh year-end world number one trophy at the Nitto ATP Finals. Novak Djokovic has appeared to put an expiration date on his career while collecting his record seventh year-end world number one trophy. The Serb was presented with it at the Nitto ATP Finals in Turin, following his opening round-robin victory over Casper Ruud. During his acceptance speech, given in Italian, he said he hoped to play for 2 more years. Djokovic sealed his year-end world number one finish during the recent Rolex Paris Masters, with his 3-6, 6-0, 7-6, 5 semi-final victory over Hubert Hurkacz. He pulled ahead from his idol Pete Sampras for a record 7th finish at the top spot of the rankings, and sealed his achievement with the title at the Paris Masters 1000 a day later, getting revenge over his US Open conqueror Daniil Medvedev in the final. The 34-year-old is now competing in this week's season-ending tournament in Turin, as the top seed at the prestigious ATP Finals. He is now eyeing a new record, as a title win would put him level with longtime rival Roger Federer with a record 6 trophies at the year-end championships. The Serb started his title quest convincingly, with a 7-6, 4, 6, 2 win over Ruud in his opening round-robin group stage match on Monday afternoon. Following the match, he was presented with the ATP year-end number one trophy for a record 7th time, in front of the Italian crowd. I was 4 when I saw Sampras winning his first ATP year-end number one. That was my first tennis image and I fell in love straight away with tennis, Djokovic said, speaking in Italian as he received the prestigious trophy after surpassing his hero for the most number of year-end number one finishes. Now I won 7 times the trophy and I'm very proud. Never felt in competition with Pete, he always supported me. The world number one then appeared to give away his retirement date during his speech. Despite not being asked about the future of his career, Djokovic offered up an expiration date for his time on tour. Yes, the dream goes on and I hope to play this sport 2 more years, he said in Italian. Currently 34, and the oldest player at this week's ATP Finals by almost a decade, the Serb would be set to retire at 36 years old, following the time frame given. The year-end number one is currently tied with his rivals Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal on 20 Grand Slam titles. He had the opportunity to win a record 21st, as well as be the first man in 52 years to complete the calendar Grand Slam, at this year's US Open, but lost in the final to Daniil Medvedev. Another 2 years on the tour would give the Serb plenty of opportunities to surpass his fellow Big Three members, though Nadal is set to return at January's Australian Open while Djokovic's participation is still in doubt as a vaccine mandate could be implemented for all players competing in Melbourne. Federer is also set to return from a 3rd knee surgery next year, though his coach all but ruled out the 40-year-old's chances of being back in time for the Australian Open in 2 months' time.